So you don't think that's important? Of course it is. And every one of them is becoming a place where you can reverse engineer that attention and sell something. The problem is, for so many people in this room, it's not as black and white as email and Google AdWords. It's not conversion. It's why you like Facebook, because it gives you that too. That's why I love Facebook. Facebook is so unbelievable. Every time Facebook went down today, I guarantee you tonight, because I have to take a car to fucking LAX and fucking red eye to Miami. Tonight, I will absolutely buy Facebook stock after the rant I'm about to do, because I do it every time. Here's why Facebook's gonna win. It has attention. Yes, they are vulnerable to the fact that young kids are not going on it. Cool, they took care of that. They bought Instagram, so they're good for another 4 to 7 years. And they tried to buy Snapchat 2 fucking years ago for $3 billion. When 80% of this room hadn't even heard of it yet, unless you had a 14-year-old girl in your life, right? So Zucks understands attention arbitrage. It's why I bought Oculus Rift, because VR is the next internet. Now, VR is 15 years away, and a lot of people in this room are gonna make a lot of mistakes and lose money because they think it's gonna be here sooner, but it's coming. It's coming. And so, when I think about what's really happening there and all the opportunity, what Facebook provides for everybody in this room, if you have not realized that Facebook is right now the birth child of television and direct mail. That's what Facebook is. If you understand how Facebook works today, February 9th, 2016, it is the birth child of television and direct mail, AKA the greatest execution anybody in this room can do, B2B or B2C, is the following. This is where I'm going, straight practicality. I'm not giving you the rah-rah, yay, this is all so cool. Pay the fuck attention, straight practicality. If you understand who you're selling to, 28-year-old women in Iowa who are Red Sox fans, 42 to 47-year-old African American male who like baseball, 19 to 22-year-old dudes, even though they're not supposed to be on it, I'll show you data, not what your headline says, that there's plenty of 18 to 25-year-olds on Facebook. They may not check it 7,000 times a day, but there's plenty of them on it. And so, if you understand what to do, here's the punchline. Everybody here needs to figure out the most cost-effective way to make a commercial, which means a video, which means you're not confined by the way television is, so you can make a 2, 3. I actually want to make them as long as possible. You'll understand in a minute. If somebody watches my 4-minute and 18-second video all the way through on Facebook, so when I talk about Facebook video, the headline readers here say, oh fuck, but they count every 3-second view as a view. Cool. Yes, they do. But I don't give a fuck. Because I have access to the data that shows me that of the 4 million people, 17,000 of them watched all 4 minutes and 18 seconds. And you know what I can do with all 17,000 of them? I can remarket to those motherfuckers with a DR call to action after I emotionally affected them. And you know what happens? It's a funny thing. They fucking convert. And so, plenty of people think they know Facebook, plenty of people read about Facebook, but people don't have the luxury that I have, which is spending $100 million in ad spend across our clients to have a lot of data to support my hyperbole. Or a $60 million retail store where I get to see the impact on the bricks and mortars and the e-com. Or a human brand that understands what I am selling on Snapchat versus Instagram versus Facebook versus Twitter versus LinkedIn versus email versus my .com versus medium.com against my books that I want you to all buy on March 8th, please, thank you. And so, this is the world I live in. I believe that I get the luxury to stand on stage in front of so many smart people for a couple of reasons. One, I'm handsome. Two, I'm the best fucking practitioner at February 9th, 2016 marketing because I don't give a fuck about any platform. Fuck social media. If social media doesn't have your attention tomorrow, I don't give a fuck. If you all go back to sitting around your fucking house because we had too much technology and we just sit around like it's 1957 and listen to the fucking radio, I'm fucking in. And so the reason I go on that little rant is because I know a lot of you. And you made your monies on Google. You made your money on SEO. You made your money on Facebook. And you will make your money on Periscope and Snapchat. And then you make a mistake. It's called getting really fucking romantic. You get real romantic about how you did it. Because you put in a lot of time and effort to figure it out. And you're sad that shit's changing. Well, good news, or bad news, depending on how you roll. The market doesn't give a fuck. The market doesn't give a fuck that you spent years figuring out how to fucking href your fucking Google pages. The market doesn't give a fuck like I did in 1999. You figured out how to get people's first names at the top of the email, which tricked them into buying more shit. And the market doesn't care that I figured out Snapchat today, because I figured out fucking Twitter in 2006, 7, and 8. And to figure out Twitter, which is why so many people didn't do it, I spent 15 fucking hours a day talking to you, all you motherfucking assholes, every day, all the time. And that's how you figured it out. And just because now the tension has gone away, I can sit and cry about how I wasted all those years and how sad it is, or I can realize nobody gives a fuck, and I can figure out the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And in that romance, and in that line that you all draw in the sand, in that is where all the money is to be made. Understand?
Yeah.
Good. So,